All right, sorry about all the camera. I got a new camera and it is wider than my last one. So we will have a lot of space to work with today. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like we've got a couple people just joining us. So if you are here, go ahead and leave a comment. It's always fun to say hello. I'm just going to add a little bit of washi tape. Looks like Susan's here. Hi, Susan. And Karen from Texas. And Gloria's here. Hi. Hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year's to everybody. All right, so here is the box we will be unboxing. And honestly, I did not touch it during my time off. We also took some vacations and spent time with family. So it was just been a really nice holiday. I hope everyone else had a great Christmas holiday and vacation. I'm just pulling up the live feed on my computer so I can comment while we are making these projects. Oh, I need to turn off my notifications. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so many people joining us. Marcy's here and Sandra, Sandy and Linda. Hello to you guys. And Hildenel's here and Nina. All right. Oh, we've got someone who was able to spend their holidays in Hawaii. That's fabulous. Hope you had a great time. Melissa's here. So good to see you guys. It's been a good break, but I've missed crafting and being with you live, and so I'm excited to get things started again. Sorry again for the extra space. I got a new camera, and so it has a bigger viewing area. I'm going to figure that out, but not today. All right, so for my live videos, I do like to do a giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up really quick and put the link in the comments. Now, if you're going to be watching this live, then you'll need to look in the comments, like I said, for the link. But if you are watching the replay, the link to enter the giveaway will also be in the description. So you guys can find that way. Let me just pull this up. The giveaway is for a 1-month subscription code and for a future paper pumpkin. All right, so I'm just putting that in now. Okay, and then if you are new to paper pumpkin, I would love to be your demonstrator. And so if you want to, or if you don't know anything about it and have any questions, I can always answer those for you. But if you're interested in signing up to get your own kit, then I'm going to place the link to do so in the comments as well. So let me find that real quick and add that. All right, so those two links have been added to the comments, and so you can go ahead and enter and get your own paper pumpkin. So I know many of you follow my channel and like to come back to see my alternative projects. I will be working on those today, and hopefully we'll post my first one tomorrow in my channel sometime. I'll probably have to record it tomorrow as well. So look for it maybe in the midday time. And then if you do follow my channel, you know that I do give out an exclusive card kit to my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. And so if you're not one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers and would like to get this exclusive perk, then contact me and we'll get you switched over so that you can be one of my subscribers. I'm really excited about this month's kit. I've seen a lot of sneak peeks online because we are a little bit late in doing this live video. And so I'm just really excited to open it and get working with it. Now for next month's, so right now you can subscribe to January's Paper Pumpkin Kit, and it has a Valentine love feeling. It's called Kisses and Hugs. You need to subscribe between December 11th and January 10th. So you've got about 7 days to sign up to get this kit. It looks like it's another card kit. Right here is some really beautiful envelopes with embossing. And then it looks like a fun heart. So maybe they're heart-shaped cards. So I love these little teasers that Stampin' Up! Sends out so that we can get an idea of what's coming next. It says that the kit cards can be used for anniversaries, weddings, and other celebrations of love. And there's a fun add-on option, and that means that you can order through Stampin' Up's website, not the Paper Pumpkin website, but through Stampin' Up, an extra add-on project that will go with that kit. And then if you're interested in getting Paper Pumpkin and maybe doing the prepaid subscription instead of the monthly subscription, you can get free celebration items starting tomorrow, January 4th. And it tells you kind of the breakdown. So the prepaid subscription options are 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. And if you order these, then you can get one free celebration item with a 3-month subscription. You can get two $50 or $100 item with a 6-month subscription. Or with a 12-month, you can do a combination of those. So this is really great. If you have questions on this, then just leave me a comment or try to contact me. I always put my contact information in the description box after the video is live, so you can email me there, or you can go to my blog and contact me through my blog, or even just leave a comment on this video, and I can try to contact you, get back with you that way. So the easiest way is through email, but there's lots of different options. All right, so celebration is a great time to get some fun free products. Okay, so let's get started. So this month's kit comes with an early espresso. Sorry, I usually have my camera on my left, so I'm going to have to remember it's on the right today. So I've got the early espresso ink spot, which is a really great color, so versatile, and you can use it for so many projects. Then we've got this really great stamp set. Look how big it is. I'm so excited about this size. Most of the time our stamps are usually come on a half size this time, but this has so many fun greetings. I'll just kind of read them for you. So it says, "You are cherry sweet. I'm sorry, that's the pits. I pick you. Thanks a bunch. Peel better soon. Celebrate, go bananas. Let's grow mold together. A toast to your success. You tell the best yolks. Have an excellent day. Excited for you. I loaf you." Just love all those fun, punny greetings. And then some fun images to go with those. We've got cherries, bananas, an egg yolk, you know, like a scrambled or fried egg, I guess, not scrambled. Toast, got a little word bubble, a heart, a party hat, and some fun splatterings, and then a little hi. We also have some faces, which are super cute. Little smiley faces and a frowny face, a cute mustache, and some glasses. And I love all those. I'm really excited to play around with them, and I've seen so many cute things already done with them. I want to say hello to everyone who's just jumped on. I see some familiar names out there. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. We had a great time, just taking some time off, and my husband and I, we went to the Rose Bowl. We are from Utah and went to the University of Utah, so that was really fun to go cheer on our team at the Rose Bowl. It's the first time we've ever been, so really exciting. All right, so here are the original projects that come in the kit. There are a set of 3 different cards, and you can make 3 in each. I love them. I think I've seen them already online, and I just think they're just super cute. I love the fun patterns and the colors. I'm really excited to make them with you today. So if you are new to my channel, I do like to make alternative projects with my supplies. So I will make the original cards with you during this live video. And then later this week, you can come back and see my alternative projects and some other fun things that I've done with this kit. All right, how many of you have just opened your kit like me? I'm interested to see if you have been busy or if you've opened it up already and started making all your cards. So let's just talk really quick about what is in here. We've got our adhesive glue dots, and then it looks like we've got some fun twine, some really beautiful embellishments. We've got hearts that are red, and then some little circle enamel dots in a blue and yellow color. Then we also have our dimensionals, which is always nice to pop up our things on our cards. Some cute strips. Love those stripes. We've got some word bubbles. So this is only one. We got 3 stripes, but we only have 1 of those. So that's probably for this card here. Then we have 3 sheets of these word bubbles and some checkered pattern. There's like a spiky scallop circle on that one. And there's 3 of those. So for those 3 cards. Then they give us envelopes as well. And a lot of times they come with a fun pattern on the inside. And I like to use these patterns for my cards. So I love this pretty blue color, and on the inside that red. That's such a fun surprise. Then we've got the yellow envelope, and on the inside we've got that same striped pattern that was on the strips. So that's nice that we can reuse. We can kind of cut these apart and make more strips from them. So that's really a nice feature. And then we've got a crumb cake color brown envelope with some fun splatters and watercolor. And let's just double check. These kind of go all the way down. So that one's about halfway. That one goes all the way down and on the other side. So that's cool. And let's see about this polka dots. The same. It's on both sides. So lots of fun creations that we can make with those. So I really look forward to making that. Honeybee Stamp says the paper pumpkin kits are the best. I totally agree. They're so fun, and if you're a new stamper, they're even better because everything you need to create some fun projects are right in that kit. You don't really need anything else. Maybe some scissors, things like that. And I can talk about some of those extra tools that I like to use with my paper pumpkins in just a minute. Connie says she's not opened her kit yet. She's been waiting for the videos and the alternatives. Oh, I'm so glad that you are, well, I'm glad that you're waiting and you're inspired by what I create. And hopefully today you can open it up and make some fun things. Let's see. Lots of people love the envelopes. Thank you, Gloria. She says, I love your envelopes. I'm sorry. Gloria says, I love your alternatives. You make such lovely cards and projects. I like double read something. My brain. I've had lots of good sleep, and I'm a little nervous about having to wake up tomorrow and get my kids off to school. My brain will be super tired. We've been sleeping in every day. All right. Okay, so we've got our card bases. Let's go ahead and look at these. This one is super cute. It's got a thin line around the edge to kind of create that border, but then the printed yellow pattern is actually printed on the card base. I thought when I saw it that it would be a separate piece, but it's actually printed. And you have 3 of those, and they are white on the inside, which is nice so that you can write your greetings and don't need an extra piece. So the same for all of these. They all are printed with that little border and then have the idea of another piece on top. So that's fun. Again, printed, and the little watermark there. And then we've got another watercolored one with the yellow card base and some splattering. And again, they're printed on the outside and white on the inside. Then there's some fun die cuts, and there are 2 sheets of these. They're exactly the same. They have bananas and toast and cherries, and then these sunny side up eggs, which I did see somebody turn them into flowers, and that was really cute because they do kind of have that flower look as well. And then vellum. I love vellum. There's so much in this kit this month. I'm really loving it. So we've got some vellum. There's a large circle and a medium circle and then a strip, like a rectangle strip. And then some die cut letters. We've got hello 3 times in that early espresso color, that nice rich brown. A couple fun scallops in early espresso, and then this red color, which I can't tell what that one is. Let's look on the back. So on the instructions, it always will tell you the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors on the back. So it says it's the Poppy Parade color. The blue is Pool Party. Then we have Early Espresso, Daffodil Delight is the yellow, Crumb Cake, and Granny Apple Green is the green color. So that's really fun, those little details. Another fun thing is we've got some more patterns in Crumb Cake. I don't know if you can see that. It's very subtle. We've got some little tiny strips of Early Espresso die cuts. I'll just kind of pop that up so you can see how skinny that strip is. It's probably about 1/4 of an inch. And then some strips of Pool Party, lots of those. So those will all be used with our cards. If you ever think that you're missing something, they always include a picture on the back so that you can kind of go through and make sure that you've got all your pieces. Also on the back, they do provide some different alternative ideas of things that you can make with your project. So they made this really cute card that says yay. They usually will use other products, other Stampin' Up! Products to make their cards, these alternative projects. So the yay actually comes from the letter dies that you can find online. But it looks like most of those other things are used from the kit. And then this one's really cute with the mustache and the bananas. That's really darling. And then a little treat box that they made. It looks like they used the, let me look really quick before I tell you. To me, it looks like they used an envelope and created this little treat box from the envelope. But I'm not sure. They will, there is a way for you to get the information on how to make these. I think it's emailed to subscribers, if I'm correct. So if you know how to get those, you're welcome to leave a comment to helping others know how to find information on those. It's like on a blog. There's like a paper pumpkin blog. On the inside are the instructions. And so we're going to go ahead and use these today to make our cards. So let's start with card number 1, which is the cherries. Oh, that's so funny. I just saw Anne and Gloria. They're talking about loving the paper pumpkin kit. And Anne says there's so much product and possibilities. And Gloria, she said, Anne, don't you mean produce? Ha 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 ha. I love that. You guys are so cute. Super fun to interact with you online today. Okay, so here they will tell you everything you need. So we're going to need one of the green card bases. And then I just made a pile of everything here on my left. We're going to need the square die cut piece with the hole punched out. It doesn't look like we're going to use any of those word bubbles. I'll just put that off to the side. We'll need our Stampin' Spot. It looks like we need the vellum. I didn't organize this very well after I looked at everything, so I need to kind of bring a couple things back. The vellum rectangle, a pool party rectangle, and one of the red scallops. Be super gentle with those. Look how delicate they are, so tiny. Maybe like 1/8 of an inch. They're just really, really sweet. Okay, so then I need my cherries. So I'm going to grab my produce dies. Got one of the cherries. We'll need some dimensionals. We'll also want to have our stamps. These are the stamps here. So we'll get the cherry stamp. Now in your very first paper pumpkin kit, you are going to receive a paper pumpkin sized clear block. It's going to look like this. It's thin and it says paper pumpkin on the side. It's perfect for these projects. However, if you do want to upgrade your block, you can get one of, hold on, I got to pull this one off. You can get one of the D blocks that Stampin' Up! Provides, and these are thicker, so you can see the difference here. I do like working with the larger blocks. It fits my fingers. There's a little bit of a ridge here that you can hold on to. And so I do recommend, if you are a longtime Paper Pumpkin subscriber, getting one of these. It just makes things much faster, just easier to hold, I guess. And so that I always list everything, all the extra tools that I like to use with my paper pumpkin kit. They will be in the description after the video is over. Okay. Once it's not live in the replay. All right. So we're going to need our cherries, and then we have a little frowny face. Oh, and we can put that in the bottom corner. You can always use both sides of your image, of your clear block. And then we want to use I'm sorry, that's the pits. So that's the second one from the top. I am going to add that to this larger block here, just because I've got that on hand. So this image here is your clear block. Then we will need some twine and some of the blue enamel dots. So I've got those off to the side here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Gloria also says that Stampin' Up! Has a lot of other fruit stamps that you can use for more punny jokes and stuff. And she is totally right. All right, I'm going to go grab a couple things that are on my desk. Another tool that I love to use with Paper Pumpkin is just a bone folder. I just think it helps make really nice creases for your cards. All right, so let's start by stamping. Can you see the instructions? It says to stamp the cherry image over the cherry die cut, and then to do the faces. And then we're going to stamp the I'm sorry on the pool party strip. So to open your Stampin' Spot, I like to, at the bottom, this side of the label, I like to just take a pair of paper snips and run it right along that crease. And then it opens, and then I don't actually remove the lid. That way it makes a nice tight close, and I always know what color this one is. That's just for me. I know lots of people do it differently. So I've got my cherries, and I've got my cherry stamps. You just want to make sure it's inked up nice and evenly, so it's a nice solid image. And then the wonderful thing about photopolymer stamps is that they're clear, and so you can see exactly where you're stamping. Oh, I'll just go ahead and flip that over. and ink up my sad little face, and I'm going to stamp that twice in my little cherry guys. So one little sad face and two little sad faces. Let's see, just like that. Oh, they look so sad. They're so cute. I have such a hard time stamping little sad faces on cute little cherries. But it goes so nicely with this little greeting here. So this is quite the tiny little strip. So make sure that you take your time to line it up right in the center so it fits nicely. Nice even pressure so that you get a good image. Okay. So our stamping is done. So the next step is to add dimensionals. So these little like hexagon shapes, those are dimensionals. So they tell you where to place those. You're going to also add dimensionals to your cherries. Then the dots, the little gray dots, those are glue dots. And so they're kind of showing you where to place those as well. So let's start with our dimensionals on the back of our rectangle. Just want to say hello to everyone who's just joined us. It's so fun to be back crafting with you. I know we're a little late on getting this unboxing kit or unboxing live video up. All right. So this looks like it just goes right over. Make sure your card's opening the right way. Just goes in the center, right over this watercolor wash area. So just eyeball that. And then we've got dimensional on the back here. It says it should fit on the back of the leaf, but if you're feeling a little nervous about the size of the dimensional back there, you can cut your dimensionals. So there's this like half sizes here along the edge. I think I'm going to use those. So just take your paper snips and trim them, and then that will fit right there. Okay. This goes in the center of our opening. Like that. You know what? It looks like they have them up a little higher. There's a little more space at the bottom. So if you're gentle, you can usually kind of pull these up if you've just applied them. They are tight, and just go slow. If not, it's fine if they're a little bit low. That's not a problem, okay? So it does look from the image that they're up higher, closer to the top. Then on our other pieces, we've got our vellum strip here. We're going to add some glue dots. Now, I do have a favorite tool that I like to use with my glue dots, and it's the Take a Pick tool. There's one side that has putty, and then the other side it has pointy, and then you can also change them out. I like to use the putty side when I work with glue dots or embellishments. You see how easy it is to pick those up? And you can add these to the back of the vellum. They say to add them, whoops, that came right off. They say to add them to, oh, that's weird. So my glue dot is kind of rolling up on itself. You can also use the pointy end. All you need to do is just kind of get under one side and then it pulls up. That will be a little bit better to get the full shape of the glue dot. There we go. All right. Oh, I think I'm understanding. So what you do, I'm going to go ahead and remove that one and put another full glue dot here. Because the scalloped is so tiny, you're not going to be able to get adhesive on the back. So what they recommend is actually adding glue dots to your vellum. Not sure if you can see that there. I have 3 of them. Then you take your little scalloped edge and add this over the glue dots. So the glue dots are actually on the front. This goes just on the bottom half of those glue dots, like that. And then you actually add your greeting on top of that with the top half of the glue dots. Teeny tiny little pieces today. It looks to me like this pool party piece is just slightly smaller than the vellum. And maybe if I was to do this again, I might bring those glue dots down a little bit so that the scallop is closer to the bottom of my vellum. So I have a little more space at the top. That's just probably what I do next, but I think it looks good. So do you understand how that's supposed to go together? Kind of those glue dots that are on top of the vellum hold the greeting and the scallops. And then on the back, we're going to add dimensionals. And I think I'm going to use some of these half dimensionals here on the side. All right. Looks like we have more people just jumping on. Patricia is here. She is from Alaska. That's so fun to have so many crafting friends from all around the world. It's really fun to see who likes my channel. Okay, so I've got 3 little half dimensionals hiding behind that greeting. And then I'm going to place this right in the center. Okay, let's look at the original card. So right here, it looks like you actually cover up the bottom. Let's look at yeah, so it goes right at the bottom of the circle. I kind of want to see that bottom, so I'm going to just place it above, and I'll show you a close-up. So it kind of pushes down a little bit on that circle, but that's okay with me. So it sits right close to this cherries, and there's an opening here where the circle is. Do you see that? Okay. So that's my little change there. And then we've got a piece of twine, 6 inches, right there it tells us 6 inches or 15.24 centimeters. And then we can use 5 of the Pool Party enamel dots. So I love also using grid paper with my paper pumpkin kits. It protects my surface as well as gives me a ruler. And there's 2 sides. There is an inches and a centimeter side so that you can kind of measure everything nice and quick. So from my left edge to there is my 6-inch mark. Use a pair of paper snips to cut that. And then if it's too curly for you, you can run it through your finger, nail and finger, and then it kind of will loosen up that curl. And then you can make your bow. 6 inches is quite small for a little bow. So if you need more, go ahead and add a little more. I like to use 8 inches most of the time. And that did not go very well in the center. Let's try again. There we go. That's a little bit better. So we've got our bow. If you need to trim any of the sides, you can. And that gets added right to the top with a glue dot. So I'm just going to kind of fold the glue dot on itself to make it a little smaller so that it just holds the twine and it doesn't show out on the sides of that twine. Just going to push that right down on top. That's really cute to have that little bow right there. And then you can use your putty side here to pick up your enamel dots. And they do recommend using 5. So they have 2 up in the corner and 3 down in the bottom left corner. Like that. Now, if you have any of the other matching colors, you could take your splatter and you could add some splatter stamps back here on the white. So that's this one here. Just like you could use the pool party, or even if you had another light blue just down in the corners, just to kind of add a little more texture to that card. That would be really cute too. So this first card is all done. Super cute. Gloria says, would you consider this card a get well card with the outside sentiment? The inside sentiment should have a get well soon then. Yes, I would think something like get well soon, or, like if something, happened, like, they had a bad day. Everyone has a bad day every once in a while. So it's kind of nice to get a little card that says people are thinking about you. So that's a really cute one. All right, so let's move to card number 2. This is our banana card. And we'll go back to our image showing us what we need to make the card. So we need the yellow card base, along with I think this is the medium-sized circle. And the reason I think that is because when I come down here and look at my number 3, that circle looks a lot bigger. So I'm going to go with our smaller of the 2 circles. So let me just measure that. It's about 2 1/4 inches in diameter. Then we'll need 1 banana. We've got some glue dots, some yellow enamel dots, our twine, our dimensionals. We'll need our stamps. So let me go get my cleaner. All right, so I usually use my Simply Chamois to clean my stamps. However, it's super dry right now because I haven't stamped for 2 weeks. So it kind of will dry out if you don't use it. So I'm just going to run these over real quick to my sink and just kind of, well, maybe I'll just get some new, I can use some other clear blocks. That might be the easiest thing. I sometimes will also run my photopolymer stamps just under the sink too, sometimes with some clean water to clean them, just if I have a lot that I'm doing all at once. So that's what I was going to run and do, but then my block would be wet and I'd have to do all that. So we'll just go this route. So we're going with the banana and this super cute glasses. I love that one. I think that's adorable. And maybe I'll put that on this clear block so we can maximize our use. And then we've got one of the happy smiling faces. I think it's the one in the center. And the reason I think that is because the eyes are spread further apart. I'll just stick that right there. Okay, looks like we've got some comments that just popped up. Looks like Patricia's really happy with the paper pumpkin kits. She was going to quit, but then they got better and she keeps going. Oh, I'm so glad you're still a subscriber, Patricia. And Jennifer, she says, hello. We did have a wonderful holiday. Thank you, Jennifer. Oh, and Gloria uses a spray bottle of water that she keeps on her desk to clean off her stamps. That's a great idea too. Okay, let's go back to the strips that we need. So we've got a pool party one. We have a early espresso striped. And then the cute little color stripes. That's a little bit bigger. Oh, and then we also need the crumb cake. Lots of little strips for this card. No word bubbles yet. Okay. So then we can go to our instructions. We'll start first with our stamping, just like before. We're going to need our banana and our early espresso ink. And we'll start with our banana image. Now, if you don't get these stamped exactly on, like if you don't line them up, that's okay. So don't worry too much if it's off just a little bit or even a lot. Okay, so there's that one. Then we're going to do looks like the next one is the glasses. And I'm just going to twist my banana a little bit so that it's kind of more standing up in a way. That way when I stamp my glasses, they can be straight on. Maybe right about there. Oh, it came off a little bit on the side. That's okay. Then I've got my eyeballs. It looks like the smile connects with the glasses, so make sure to kind of look for that when you stamp it. Okay, so it's going to look something like that. It's funny because that little smile looks like you create a little nose with it. It's kind of cute. And then our greeting, which I didn't get. Let's see, we're using the Feel Better or Peel Better Soon greeting. I'm just going to put that on this one that has my other greeting. And then we ink that up. And says stamp the glasses first, then the face. Good little tip. So we've got our pool party strip. Make sure to go ahead and center. Do this slowly so you get it nice and centered. That's all ready for our card. And it does look like we are going to add some splattering to, hold on. We're going to add some splattering to our card base. Why did I not see these as stamps? Let's go ahead and place it on this one here. So just ink up that splatter, and then you're going to stamp it in the bottom and near the top. If you want to do more, you can as well. It looks like it's just stamped those 2 times. All right, so then if we go to step number 2, it shows that we are going to use glue dots for our strips. And then we're going to cut an a dimensional in half and use that below the hello. And then a couple dimensionals on our banana. And then it's going to get layered to look like that. Okay, so we've got and it all goes on the vellum circle. So let's start with our glue dots. And they always give you lots of glue dots. So on the diagram, they show just using 2 glue dots for each strip, but you don't, we're not doing the big one. You could do more if you want to. So these go on the 3 smaller strips, not the crumb cake big strip. I am going to do 3 on each one. Yeah. Sometimes these glue dots, little papers, they find their way all around my house. Does that happen to you guys too? They will be in the living room, in the family room, all over. My husband thinks it's, well, I think it's funny. He doesn't think it's as funny as I do. All right, so that striped one goes down first. And then we've got our skinny one that kind of goes on top. It's okay if these are not centered. I'm placing a little more weight, like a little more of that strip on the right side and not so much on the left. And then this one goes over that one just a little bit. And again, it's a little bit on the right side. I'll give you a close-up. And then I also need to get my hello piece. And then, like they said, you're going to cut one of the dimensionals in half. And you can use that for the back of the hello. They have it on the H. Oh, I don't even know if that's going to fit. I'm going to trim that down just a little bit more. Okay, so the H, and then they have some on the O. Or not the O. I think I might put it on the O. Will it fit? I'll just cut it in half again and put it on the 2 L's. So I cut one dimensional in force pretty much and put them on the 2 L's right there. Okay, I'll give you a close-up so you can see what I did. Just got a little smaller pieces instead of just the perfectly in half. And then remove the paper and not the dimensional. Stick that on a little bit more. There we go. This is going to go right above your other greeting, just like that. And then the banana. They have 2 dimensionals on there. Gloria says she likes how I'm putting on those other thin strips as individual and not connecting them to other strips. They kind of overlap just a little bit, but I'm going to kind of have that hello be on top, a little bit of that banana so that I can see this little brown strip poking out on the right or on the left. Okay, so just something like that. That's how I did it. And then we do add some dimensionals, or not dimensionals, sorry. We do add some glue dots to the larger crumb cake strip. They have 2 on each end. I think I might add at least 1 in the center just to kind of hold that part down too. This is going to go on our card right in the center. Oh, and I just realized that I must have been looking at this wrong because this is a horizontal card and I stamped mine vertically, but that doesn't really matter. Where those little splatters belong, make sure to make a nice crease, and then this gets added to our card. So again, this is a horizontal card and this goes right in the center. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. I'm kind of eyeballing to see about the left and right sides if they're even on my card. Okay, so I would have, if I was following the directions, I would have stamped my splatters here in the bottom left corner and the top right, so opposite of what I did. And then this gets added with not dimensionals, but glue dots. And what's nice about putting the items on the vellum first is that you can kind of identify where to hide the glue dots. So I have 4 and I place them just behind the other elements so that it doesn't show on my card. Vellum's tricky. It can kind of show your adhesive if you're not careful. And this just goes below all of that. I might actually stamp a little bit more splatters right there because I'm covering them up a little bit. So more like that. Okay, and that I'm going to have that kind of touch the bottom of the crumb cake, but not necessarily overlap it. All right, so cute. The very last thing is they have they do have a piece of twine. Again, they're using 6 inches. You know, I don't know how much twine they gave us. They're usually really good about giving us plenty of twine. So I would say if you need more, then use it, but you may want to also measure out how much total came in the kit so that you aren't in the end lacking on any. Anne says, back to the comment about getting little glue dots everywhere, she says that her husband brings these little pieces and tells me where he found them. I know. You can find them everywhere. These little tiny circle paper pieces from the glue dots. Okay. Another tiny little bow. And this goes just here at the bottom by the greeting. Again, just use a little glue dot. If you want to fold it up on itself, you can so that you don't see it. I think I might do that. I just like to use this little tool to kind of fold it up. Just bring it in a little bit so that it's not so big for that little knot. Just like that. And then we have some of the Daffodil Delight yellow enamels. So Melanie says that she would love to win this paper pumpkin because she didn't get it. Unfortunately, Melanie, I don't get extra kits. I just get 1 kit for myself, and the paper pumpkin giveaway is actually for a future paper pumpkin kit because it's a code. So it's for 1 in the future. So you can use 5 of these cute little yellow dots. I don't know why I'm using the little pointy side. It's so much easier to use this side. I'm going to put, they have them going in opposite corners from the splatters, but I kind of like adding them in the splattered areas. So I just added them along with the splatters, put a 2 up at the top and 3 at the bottom. I love this card. I think it is adorable with all those layers and this cute banana with the glasses. Oh, I just think it's so cute. Okay. So let's move on to our last card, number 3. So for this card, we need our card base, our pool party card base. Melanie is asking, do I have a ribbon share for this upcoming catalog? I do not offer ribbon shares. They're hard for me to package because I want them to come on spools. And since I'm taking the ribbon off the spool, and I just don't know how to package them because I don't want them to be creased. And so I have a really hard time with doing the ribbon share. So I'm sorry about that. But I am offering paper shares. So if you want to get a sampling of all of the designer series paper and some of the specialty papers, then let me know and I'm trying to think of the best way. I think it's all listed on my blog, but I will double check that to make sure that that's offering is up on the top of my blog. But I also can email you. So if you want to send me your email address with letting me know you're interested in the paper share, then let me know that and I can get that done and ordered for you. So I do need to have all that as soon as possible because the catalog does go live tomorrow. And I know some items always go fast. And so if we want to be able to get the product in time, then I do need to know if you're interested in the paper share. So great question, Melanie. Okay, so Melanie did look at my blog, so she says that it is there. Okay. And Honeybee Stamping says that card, the banana card, is her favorite as well from the whole kit. I know, so cute. I do love this little toast guy though with the mustache. He's adorable. Whoever thought of these stamps and like building with them and having cute little faces is just so fun. What a fun person. Okay, so we've got our blue paper, our blue card base. We need our large vellum circle. I know I had it because we talked about it. The question is, where did I put it? There it is. So then we also need one of the egg cutouts. And just looking at this kit, I can tell that we're going to have lots of pieces left over. So I'm really excited to play around with it. So one piece of toast. Then we do need some of these bubbles. So we've got a long word bubble. And then another word bubble that's long. And then a short word bubble. Then we're going to need one of the brown early espresso scalloped pieces. Again, be super careful with that. It's very delicate. We'll need glue dots, dimensionals, and from our stamps, we're going to need our toast stamp. I do like it when we do a lot of fun stamping with the paper pumpkins. Sometimes when we just stamp a greeting or something, I kind of miss stamping and getting those really fun stamps as part of our kit. So I'm really glad this one has lots of stamping. So that one, we've got our egg. I'm going to move this one down just a little bit. So this is quite flexible. So to get the right shape, I will place it on my desk or table and pick it up so that it has that chance to come back to the right shape. And I do that for most of my flexible photopolymer images. We're using both smiley faces. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one and put it on another block. I'm using a lot of my regular blocks, Stampin' Up! Blocks. So you'll see lots of different sizes, and that's where I'm getting them is from Stampin' Up! We also need this adorable mustache. Put that on the other side. Okay. And then I still have my smiley face one that we used earlier on the banana. And then we'll be using the heart enamels for this card. Okay. So we're going to start by stamping our greetings or our little word bubbles. So the first one says, let's grow mold together. Isn't that so funny? Oh my gosh, I love that. Here it is. And then we're going to say, I loaf you, and you tell the best yolks. All right, so I'm sure that if you didn't want to show all 3 greetings, you could simplify this card and just use one. So, you know, you don't have to have them all. I'm going to grab some of my long clear blocks from Stampin' Up. And that one's too short. We'll use this one. And I loaf you. Let's see, this one maybe just barely makes it. Yeah. Okay, so those are all ready to go. Then we'll also stamp our toast image over the die cut, do one of the smiley faces and add the mustache. So this is the large smiley face. Then we do the small smiley face on our egg, and we will be doing some splattering as well in the corners. Lots of fun stamping. So let's start with our greetings. Thank you for everyone for sticking around. I know this is going a little longer than normal. We're just having a lot of fun making these cards today. Just make sure you line it up and make even pressure all the way across that greeting. I love the different types of text here, the fonts, I guess I should say. All caps, you know, more of a typewritten text. They're very cute. So those are done. So let's do our toast next. And while we've got the same stamp, I don't know why I keep closing that. Probably to keep from making a mess. So this one, just because of the irregular of the shape, you're going to want to just line up. Make sure you look for that one that's a little bit bigger and pokes out further. That will kind of help you line that shape up correctly. Then let's grab our little mustache guy. So this is the little tiny smiley face. So I'm going to add that to my egg. I just rotated it so that the hand is moving in a little bit more because it's going to be on the left side and I want the eye to move into my card instead of out of my card. And then I've got my larger smiley face, the one with the eyes that are spread apart just a little bit more. This is going to go on my toast or my bread. And that's just going to go right near the, not quite near the top, but I do want it above center. And then we're going to take the mustache, and it looks like we just cover up our smiley face with the mustache. So we'll just see how that goes. Kind of center it on there. Oh, that was not too bad. Very cute. Okay, I think, oh no, we got to do our stamping of us splatters. Gloria says that she's got 7.5 inches of snow. Wow, Gloria, that's so much snow. All right, so down in the corners, if you want to do more, you can. I think I'm going to just stop there for now and see how it looks with the other things. And if I need to add more, I can. All right, Just kind of organizing just a little bit. So our next step is to add our toast and our egg to our vellum. And then after I do that, I'm going to add the glue dots. Okay. We add these with dimensionals, and we just need one on the back of each. All right, so the egg goes near the bottom. It doesn't come off the vellum, it doesn't look like. And then the toast is at the top. It does come off just a little bit on that top corner. Can you see that? Then on the back, we'll add our glue dots. And again, I like to add the glue dots where they'll be covered from the other elements. They just added 3. I'm going to add just an extra one just to make sure it sits on, gets adhered nicely to my card. And then you're just going to add this to your card right in the center. I do like where those splatters are. So that's good. So make sure to press down hard where those glue dots are. Then we'll take our greetings. And it looks like the 2 long ones are popped up with dimensionals. And then the small one has glue dots. And so does the small scallop. So the scallop, let's look at the card together. So the scallop sits at the bottom of the You Tell the Best yolks. And you know what? I just realized that I did this backwards. See how it's supposed to be, this little thing is supposed to be at the top so that this guy can read it. So what should I do? Did I do this one right? Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do, because I messed up on that, is I'm actually just going to cut this off here. Then if I want, I could probably stick it right up here and no one will be the wiser. It does have a little bit of a line going through it. Oh, not even the right one. But I don't think we have to have it, right? Kind of looks like a shark on that point. So I think I'm just going to take it off and use it just as a regular rectangle. But I am going to add the strips here at the bottom. And to do that, I'm going to actually place, just like we did before, the glue dots on the bottom of this strip and then have it attached that way. I hope this is making sense. Sorry about the issue with the whatever it's called, the little word bubble sign thing. Then I'm going to take this, and because that's so tiny, I'm just going to lay this over it to pick it up. Well, hopefully it will catch onto those glue dots, just like that. So that's how I added that to the bottom of the You Tell the Best yolks. Okay, so we all make mistakes. It happens to all of us, especially when we're just working on a project together for the first time. So just little ideas on how you can fix those little mistakes that we make. So dimensionals on the back of the long one and glue dots on the back of the short. And then we get to add these. I think I'm going to begin with the one on the bottom first. And I am realizing that I might cover up some of those splatters. So I will probably come back and stamp some more there. Okay. So because I don't have that little word bubble there, I'm going to bring it up so it's closer so that they kind of know it goes with that cute little egg there. So You Tell the Best yolks. And then I'm going to do the I Loaf You next. And that's going to come, I'm going to bring it down just to the side of the bread like that. And I think I might actually stamp that splatter up here in the corner a little bit more too. Okay, and then we'll do this one. Oh, that's a really good point. Okay, so sorry you get to see my cute hair in the picture. Let's see. Jean just said to Melanie, if you check under, so if you keep your eye on the Stampin' Up! Online store, then you can maybe find the kits, the full kits. Sometimes they'll have extra full kits and you can purchase them later. So I hope that makes sense, Melanie. If you have any questions about that, let me know and I can kind of direct you to that. Sometimes it happens. This little guy is going the wrong direction. Are they different? I thought they were exactly the same. So that's the same. Oh, see, they're different. Okay, so here's another thing we learned. So they are not the same. This one has the bubble going to the right, but there is one that goes to the left. And that one would be better for this one because it kind of goes that way. So lots of little things we're learning as we're making our cards. Hopefully you will learn from my mistakes. I'm just going to cut this one off because I don't want it coming that way, but I do like having it be close, like further off to the side. I hope that makes sense while I cut that. Okay? So let's go mold together. I loaf you, you tell the best yolks. All right, so you can have those little word bubble, or you can just make them into rectangles like I did. And then let's add some hearts to our cute little love card here. So they're using one large heart, and that just kind of goes down here, and 2 small hearts. Where's the other one? Right here. I'm going to put it right on my little bubble that says, I loaf you. Okay. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me create these fun cards today and learning from my mistakes. Hopefully when you make your cards, if you haven't already, you will be able to stamp on those the right way. And now we know, right? These are so cute and I'm really excited to come up with some fun alternatives with them. So make sure to come back this week and see my alternative cards. And I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday and it's fun to be back with you today. I hope you are excited about the new year. I know I am, and I'm excited to make some fun things and share them with you. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so by just clicking on the subscribe button below. And then make sure to also hit the notifications so that you know when I've posted a new video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again later. Bye-bye.